the sufferings of this little while. Yet a little while, and he that shall come will come, and will not tarry. Hebrews 10:37. A little while too soon be past. Why should we shun the promised cross? Oh, let us in his footsteps haste, counting for him all else but loss. For how will recompense his smile the sufferings of this little while? The bitter waters of Marah must be tasted when the salt waters of the Red Sea have delivered us from Egypt forever and ever. Put the wood of the tree, the cross of Christ, into our cross, and all will be sweet. Crucified is a terrible work. Crucified with Christ is a joy and deliverance. Reproach is cruel. The reproach of Christ is greater riches than the treasures of Egypt. If we have once really tasted the loving kindness of God, we never enjoy it so much as when we have nothing else to enjoy. We must all learn God in the midst of his blessings, perhaps first, and sometime or other have our hearts settled by being cast over on himself and nothing else, being brought into a position where nothing helps God to make us happy, and where we must find in him alone our all. Jesus was as much with his disciples when they came down as while they were on the mount, and that is our comfort. Luke 9:28-43. Do not let us suppose we have lost Christ. The Lord give us to know while passing through this world what a Christ we have, taking our hearts clean out of the defiling circumstances around, so that whether we get a taste of glory or are passing through the crowd of this world, he may be everything to us as he is everything for us. It is wonderfully sweet to feel that we near home, first long, often difficult and painful work, although it is a wonderful privilege to do it, and then enter rest, eternal rest with the Lord. As long as Christ's grace is at work, if there is only one saint on the earth and everything else failed around, we would find the power of Christ ready to be exercised on his behalf. However dark the dispensation may be, there is exactly the grace that is needed for the position. Never fear persecution. It will make your face shine as an angel. Self-sacrifice is always joy where there is grace in it. There is no such joy as self-devotedness. The soul is tested by afflictions as to how far self-will is active. God searches us. By this means we learn, on one hand, what we are, and on the other, what God is for us in his faithfulness and daily care. We are weaned from the world, and our eyes become better able to discern and appreciate what is heavenly. All what makes heaven a home to Christ will make it a home to me. Oh, come, Lord Jesus. Christ's perfection was not to act, but to suffer. In suffering, there was a more entire surrender of himself. In his eternal presence, how shall we feel that our little sorrows and separations were but little drops by the way, to make us feel that we were not with him, and when with him, what it is to be there.